Japan's Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga has vowed to do all he can to contain the country's COVID-19 outbreak. Marking the start of Japan's parliamentary session, he's shared his foreign policy and economic plans. But his top priority will be to pass a third supplementary budget to cushion the impact of the pandemic. Mr. Suga has appointed the Administrative Reform Minister to look after Japan's vaccination drive, which is set to begin next month. Michio Ishida has more.
Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga began by stressing he wants to put an end to COVID-19 as soon as possible and is determined to lead the way despite his falling public approval rating. He wants everyone's cooperation, including that of the Self-Defense Force. Now, he explained to members of parliament in the state of emergency his shortened business hours of eateries to 8 p.m. provides support for small and medium-sized enterprises hard hit. And he's asked the public not to go out for non-essentials, especially in Tokyo, where 60% of COVID-19 cases cannot be traced to a source, and the infected are mainly the young people. He wants 70% of people to work from home.
私が一貫して追い求めてきたものは、国民の皆さんの安心、そして希望です。国民の命と健康を守り抜く、まずは安心を取り戻すため、世界で猛威を振るい、我が国でも深刻な状況にある新型コロナウイルス感染症を一日も早く収束させます。
He mentioned revising the infectious disease prevention law to impose penalties. Details are still being worked out, but local media think he wants to impose up to $4,800 fine for those infected who refuse to be hospitalized and announce hospitals that refuse to admit COVID-19 patients. Well, Mr. Suga wants to promote digitalization. He said a digital agency will be launched this autumn, and he will unify the digital system of the government in 5 years. He wants to promote online education, online healthcare. He wants to achieve zero carbon emission by 2050. He will support companies that contribute to his vision with low interest rate loans. He wants to promote use of solar power, fuel cell, hydrogen, and also nuclear power as sustainable energy source. On foreign affairs, Mr. Suga confirmed Japan's alliance with the U.S. as the linchpin of Japan's diplomacy and also to push for a free and open Indo-Pacific. He wants to expand the CPTPP, Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, and see advancement in RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. On China, there are areas of differences, he said, but he wants to work together in areas of common interest. On North Korea, he's ready to talk with its leader, Kim Jong-un, to resolve nuclear missile and abduction issues and resolve wartime issues under the Pyongyang agreement between the two countries. He calls South Korea an important neighbor, but wants South Korea to take appropriate measures on comfort women labor issue during Japan's colonization, which had been resolved in the 1965 bilateral agreement. He wants to host the Tokyo Olympic and Paralympic Games as the symbol of overcoming COVID-19 and recovering Northeast Japan from the 2011 big tsunami and earthquake. Michio Ishida, CNA, Tokyo.